Hello, everybody. Hello,
Evening.
Matt.
Hi.
I'm just looking at, on Twitter to make sure we're live, and I swear to fucking God, you know what? I
What?
have been shadow banned for so fucking long. Like, I have almost 26,000 followers, and right now, for this show, it shows that like 14 people have seen my post. What? Really? Like, seriously, it's fucking bananas.
Yeah,
Like,
what are we going to do about that?
not a damn thing. What can we do?
The algorithm
Easy?
does not belong to us.
Nope. And I'm not gonna, I almost kind of want to put like pro Zio stuff on my page to see if like I get more attention, but then it won't be the attention I want. So it may backfire. That's probably not a good idea.
There's probably a way to do it where you put the pro Zio stuff big and then put the stuff you really want people to see in small print somehow in the background or
Right, or
hide it in
just put
there.
like asterisk sarcasm or something. Like, they'll be like, Joy, were you hacked? What the fuck happened?
No, read the fine print, motherfucker.
Or like, I'll
Yeah.
do the post and then like I remember I did one when it was like in November, and I was like, there's only one way I will vote for Kamala. And people were like, Joy, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, look where I told you to look in the first comment. And it said, if I die and someone steals my ID. That was it. But people were like, I can't believe. And I'm like, you guys, do you know me at all? Hell no.
Nope.
So yeah, I digress, but so proud of my brother-in-law, Lowell Crowley. He is the cinematographer of The Brutalist, who is up for 10 Oscars, including for him as cinematographer. And last night he won a BAFTA, which is the British equivalent of the Oscars, and he's a Brit. So it's very exciting, very exciting. Last year it said 18 out of 19 BAFTA winners won Oscars. So fingers crossed. Yes, if you haven't seen The Brutalist, please go see it. I
I
know
still have not.
I know it's my brother-in-law, so I'm biased, but like Adrian Brody and Guy Pearce, like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I've
they're good.
always loved them, but they are just so freaking phenomenal in it. They're just incredible. So yeah, definitely go see it. It's amazing. But yeah, fingers crossed, but I'm so proud of him. Yay! Some good news. Some
Cool.
other good news. My book, please pre-order my book. It's coming out in about 3 weeks, but you can pre-order it now. Please do.
Yes.
I've been working ridiculously hard, and I'm mostly blind and writing a book again. So yes, please support my work and support the fact that I'm trying to get an innocent man out of prison. Yeah, all that
Yes.
fun. So Anyway, we have lots of shit going on in the world, as always. The first thing we're going to talk about is this um, piece of shit bastard who basically had poetic justice yesterday when he thought he was going at some evil Palestinians
There's this,
and
yeah, ends up shooting 2 other Israelis. This
yeah,
can't be this can't be real, right? This is clown world shit to me.
it's clown world, but it's real.
Pro-Israeli zealot radicalized by genocide shoots 2 Israelis in Florida thinking they're Palestinians. Wonder do we I guess we'll find out why he thought they were Palestinians.
Oh, it was merely by aesthetics. Like that's all. And if you see the one, like I included more stuff, but the one
Yeah,
guy in the
yeah.
hospital, you can see he does. I could kind of see why he thought that. I mean, he's definitely like more like olive skin toned, I guess we would say.
Well, that means he has to die, apparently. What the fuck, man? So yeah, ironically, the victims were Israeli tourists. And right after being shot, they took to social media chanting, quote, death to Arabs, end quote. This is the result, well, so says this guy. He says, this is the result of anti-Palestinian hate and indoctrination that sadly runs deep in Israel and pro-Israel communities in U.S. Yeah, agreed, 100%.
So dude's like, I forgive him. Right on. Death to Arabs. Like, wow. Wow. You know what, dude? It was righteous. You thought I was one of them. I
It's all
forgive
good,
you.
man. No
All
big
good. We
deal.
have the same cause. I'm
We're on the
actually
same team.
proud of you.
My
We're
bad.
brothers.
My bad. My bad, bruh.
In fact, I'm gonna take you out to dinner because I know you were doing the right thing. It just so happened I wasn't Palestinian, but you thought you were doing the right thing. Hug it out. Come on,
Death
dude.
to,
Hug it
death
out.
to
Hug it
Arabs.
out. The one good
Death to
thing,
the Arabs. Go ahead.
that makes me really happy is we don't have healthcare in this country, so you motherfuckers are getting big old bills. So at least we can be happy about that.
Yeah, you can suffer with us.
Yes. Yes.
Here's a clip.
So, just so we're all on the same page, a pro Zionist American sees 2 people that he thinks are Palestinian, fucking open fires on them, like shoots them in the middle of Miami, 17 shots into a father and son, turns to the police and goes, I just killed 2 Palestinians, like smiles as he says it. They turn out to be 2 Israelis. And now people are blaming Palestinians for this. Like, someone was radicalized so much that they literally see someone on the street, think they're Palestinian, and think that it's okay to fucking shoot them, I guess. Literally turns to the police and goes, I just killed someone. I just killed Palestinians, and smiles about it. And now Western media and like pro-Israel media are saying, oh, well, this is a hate crime against Jewish people. It was committed by a Jewish person. It was committed. A Jewish person literally saw Israelis, thought they looked like Palestinians, and shot them. Where are the congressional hearings? Where is the front page news? Because we both know that if a Muslim man opened fired on 2 Jewish people, it would be called terrorism. Donald Trump would be in Miami today to condemn it. Like, when are we going to have an actual conversation about the radicalization that is occurring in pro-Zionist groups, especially in the US? There was the 7-year-old boy that was stabbed like 56 times. A small Palestinian girl that a woman tried to fucking drown. And now a man literally opening fire on her father and son because he thought they were Palestinian. Where the fuck is Congress? Where is the media coverage?
The
I don't know.
Congress is quite literally today having more hearings on anti-Semitism. Literally today.
And anti-Semitism.
Yes. And this comes, we all know anti-Semitism exists.
It's
like,
a big problem.
we
Joy.
all know this. However, this hearing today comes in the face, like, in the past 3 weeks, there have been so many things exposed as Jewish people doing themselves and saying it was anti-Semitic attacks. Like, I know of at least 4 in the past
Yeah.
3 weeks that have been revealed, that have been on news, that have been, there's been footage, there's been photos and stuff, and all of a sudden it comes out, and a couple of them are have been arrested because of using police resources for saying it's a hate crime. That doesn't help.
Right.
Doesn't help your cause, people.
Yeah.
So
Not
this
to
is
mention,
what the shooter posted.
oh, this is from the shooter. Okay, let me read it. He says, "My father and I went through a murder attempt against anti-Semitic background. They tried to murder us in the heart of Miami, but the creator of the world is with us, so he didn't go. I want to say thank you to everyone for their support, and it is not taken for granted. With Israel, live," and he has the Israel flag. "Death to the Arabs," and then the prayer emoji.
Yeah, that one wasn't the shooter. My bad. That's a different one. But yeah, death to Arabs. Wonderful, wonderful message. It was almost death to Arabs because he thought you were. But okay, let's, like I said, let's buy him a beer. We're all friends here, dude.
I don't like it. It's weird.
When you are that Zionist that you were like, okay with the fact that someone just tried to unalive you like an hour before. Are you fucking kidding me? That's okay, dude. I looked Palestinian. It's all right. We're good.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Insanity.
It is. You want to talk about Mayor Eric Adams?
Not really, because he makes me sick, but we're going to.
Okay.
I feel so freaking naked. I can't even look at myself. This is the first time I've had blonde hair in over 30 fucking years.
Oh yeah, your hair is cool. It's blonde now. It looks good. Are you gonna change it to something
Thank
else?
you. Yeah, it's going colored tonight. I can't dig
That's
it.
what I thought.
I can't. It's the in between day. You know, it's like I'm switching from this to this, so you got to bleach it in between. And my husband's like, "Oh, that looks really pretty. Keep that." And I'm like, "I'll keep it today." And I'm like, "No, no, I need color. Damn it."
It's a little basic.
It's a
Yeah,
little
basic.
basic. Exactly. And I have an identical twin sister, and her hair is all blonde, and it
Yeah.
always has been. So I
Yeah.
look like her, which is bothering me.
I always forget about that.
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. So yeah,
Right.
let's see this motherfucker.
Yeah, so what the hell? I haven't heard about this. NYC Mayor Eric Adams will now be beholden to President Trump, critics say, because of the pardon. Let's see.
Mayor Adams is expected to meet with the Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement this week. As Ali Bauman reports, this announcement comes as the mayor says that he's trying to earn back the trust of New Yorkers after the Justice Department moved to dismiss the corruption charges against him.
I would never put any personal benefit above my solemn responsibility as your mayor.
Mayor Eric
Okay.
Adams is reasserting his innocence against federal corruption charges Tuesday, hours after the Justice Department directed federal prosecutors to put the case against him on ice.
I also understand that many New Yorkers will still question my character. And I know that I must continue to regain your trust.
To do that, the mayor has to convince New Yorkers the DOJ's directive does not indebt him to President Trump, with whom he's cozied up to in recent weeks.
Is Adams selling the city, so to speak?
The question is, what does Trump want in exchange for this? What is Adams going to give him?
as the Trump administration continues its immigration crackdown. Sources tell CBS News New York it is probable federal agents will work alongside the NYPD on immigration. Border Czar Tom Homan is expected to meet with Mayor Adams Thursday.
And he's going to sit there and tell Eric Adams what to do and who to do it to?
Adams' challengers in the upcoming mayoral election are wasting no time taking shots.
The mayor has made it clear he's standing up just for himself.
Eric Adams sold us out in order to save himself.
It wasn't even a backroom deal. It was out in the open.
Today, Eric Adams no longer works for New Yorkers. He works for Donald Trump.
Standing up to Trump means replacing this kind of a mayor.
Should the governor ask the mayor to step down?
100%. We're at a point now, this is not tenable.
Governor Hochul is advising the mayor to focus on public safety and steering the city in the right direction.
There's no clear deadline for when federal prosecutors have to file a motion to dismiss the charges, which the judge then has to sign off on. And the DOJ's memo leaves the door open for federal prosecutors to revisit the case after the mayoral election. Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York.
You can watch the
Now, there is a gentleman, I couldn't see, but there is a gentleman, I believe it was the one that they showed the clip on TV. He is running against Adams, and I'm not certain if he's Palestinian, but he's Arab, and he is very, very, very outspoken, free Palestine.
Oh, okay. Cool. The thing I noticed about this coverage in particular is that they're focusing on Trump. They're doing the Trump is he's the boogeyman, he's gonna do this and that. They're not talking about the things the mayor was pardoned for. They're not talking about the crimes. Yep. They're not clamoring for his arrest and imprisonment. They're not saying, Trump, you're wrong, he needs to go to jail. They're saying, whatever. Now we're worried about what Trump's going to do next. This
is the most Republican Democrat I've ever seen in my fucking life. I mean, he's absolutely just wow. And he is a cop, of course.
Of course.
He's a cop. So, I mean, a New York cop, which means he was probably trained by fucking IDF, because most of them are. And like his most recent poll said that he has 30% approval. I actually find that high because people have protested against him so many fucking times. I cannot even count. And I'm talking like big protests in New York. He's hated.
Yep.
By a lot of fucking people.
How do these hated people keep getting they're staying in charge? I don't know how that happens. That's kind of crazy, right?
So these are, aside from being accused of the R word, these are the things that he was basically charged with.
Yeah, the federal charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. 1, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. 2, wire fraud. 3, 2 counts of solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national. 4, bribery.
Well, you know what? AIPAC should be viewed as a foreign entity, just like every other place, and then they'd all be guilty of 3, and we can burn this motherfucker to the ground.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be amazing.
If we all came to our senses and realized, there's another country's flag flying in the halls of our Congress. What's up with that?
Yeah, seriously. Happy President's Day, Netanyahu.
Oh yeah, happy President's Day. I'm glad my kids got to stay home from school. Still had to work. Well, I didn't work, but most people did.
I mean, oh my God, The memes are just literally, they hurt my soul. It's not people saying it in sarcasm. It's people putting like blue hearts and blue waves with like pictures of, there's this one picture especially going around with Slick Willie Clinton, Obama, and Biden, like all like, like in clouds, like they're holy and stuff. And I'm like, so you got our words and you got warmongers. And this is who we're fucking celebrating.
Did you see that on
Amazing.
Facebook? That feels like a Facebook kind of thing.
Oh, it's totally on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen it on Facebook and on Instagram.
That's why I don't go there anymore.
I know. I have it just for family, and I'm like, why? Like, why though? Because it hurts. I do look at my memories every day, but the memories are always about Bernie, and it makes me want to like punch
Yeah, that
the
was my thing
wall.
too. Like, I don't want to remember how badly we were cheated. It makes me mad.
Yeah, I'm like
And
seeing all
also,
these
Facebook
memories.
was
Like, oh, I'm on a campaign trail again today, and I'm like, and I'm just like,
yep.
an idiot. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
grr. At the same time, though, I've been doing my show for 8 years, and it's good to when when my older shows pop up, because I'm like, I have no idea who this is, and I don't remember doing this show at all. Because not everyone has a lasting impression. No offense.
You can only
You
remember
do,
so much.
but no offense to like anyone else who's come on.
Yeah. You want to talk about this golden pager thing?
Yeah, my first thought when I saw that was like, oh my God, Biden is crying in the fetal position because he never got a present. He sucked his dick for 15 fucking months and he never got anything except like blower's cramp. That was it.
Yeah. So this isn't new news, right? This isn't breaking
Well, we
news,
didn't
but
do our
this is
show last week.
that's true. We never talked about this. So
Yeah.
they how could this be interpreted as anything but a threat, right? And I'm sure the CNN article even has to touch on that idea. CNN, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gifted U.S. President Donald Trump a golden pager during their meeting in Washington on Tuesday, an Israeli political source told CNN. The gift was in allusion to a deadly September operation carried out by Israel and Lebanon, which targeted pagers used by members of the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah. So it's a direct, it is a direct correlation to that.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
terrorists.
celebratory.
It's another one of those Israeli tactics to like do the thing in public, do it proudly, and people won't arrest you for it.
But here's the weird thing. Trump wasn't president when that happened. Why wouldn't he have given it to Biden? Like, why give it to Trump? He wasn't even like in power.
Yeah, I don't
when that
know.
happened.
I don't know.
Or was he? Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I see like 45 people watching right now, so jump on in, make comments. We like that. Smash like, smash subscribe. Tell us what you're thinking, unless you're an asshole.
Or unless you're a robot or some kind of shadow ban viewer on Twitter.
Or Zionist.
So let me read some more of this. So it talks about the explosions that killed 37 people at least, including some children, and injured nearly 3,000, many of them civilians. So in return for this golden pager on Tuesday, Trump gave Netanyahu a signed photograph of the two of them. He signed the photograph, "To Bibi, a great leader, according to a photo on Instagram posted by his son. There they are.
I'm really surprised that photo goes below the waist.
I don't
Gross.
like it. I don't like. Yeah, it's to me. It's a threat. Like it's a blackmail kind of thing, right? Trump had better do what we say, or else we're gonna blow you up. Not necessarily with this pager, but
Right.
with something.
I mean, to me, that it looks like poop. That doesn't look like a hand. If that's supposed to be a hand.
It's just a piece of wood.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
sure
like a
it's not
cross.
supposed
Yeah,
to be a hand?
it's a cross-cut piece of wood that's like been stained.
Oh, no wonder why it doesn't look like a hand.
No, it looks like a butthole, or yeah.
Okay, remember when the MLK Jr. Statue came out in Boston, and it looked like genitalia? I went and saw it in person last year, and oh my god. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's another one. But why on the wood? That just looks so fucking stupid.
I know, right? It's tacky.
It's tacky. I mean, if you're
whole thing is
flaunting
tacky.
about killing people, at least make it something nice. Like put flowers on it or something. Put it on a doily.
And on the pager, I don't know if it's a real pager. It doesn't say here, but it says press with both hands, and it has two little arrows to two of the buttons on the front of the thing.
Wow.
Apparently, if you press those buttons, it'll page Netanyahu.
Oh, is that what you think?
That's what I assume is what we're supposed to glean from this. Is how a pager works.
I was thinking maybe it blows you up.
Or maybe it blows you up.
Maybe that's why he gave it to him. He's taking over our country too.
Like, blows you up Looney Tunes style. Like, blows your hair back. A puff of smoke.
Oh my god, you can't.
Yeah, some weird symbolism here, probably.
Yeah, definitely. What else do we have?
Let's see. I think we're on to Palestine. So, U.S. coordinated with Israel on strikes in Gaza, knowing hundreds of civilians would be killed.
So there's a big report from the Israeli magazine 972 magazine on Thursday, and it said that the U.S. coordinated closely with Israel on massive strikes in Gaza on residential buildings, knowing that more than 100 civilians would be killed, even though Israel did not have precise intelligence about the location of a Hamas commander it was claiming to target. So the report also detailed how Israel weaponized deadly carbon monoxide gas released by conventional bombs underground to kill Hamas commanders hiding in the tunnels. And in some cases, the gas killed Israeli hostages. So they knew that dropping these bunker busters would release carbon monoxide gas underground. And they were doing that purposely to kill people in the tunnels. And in some instances, they killed Israeli hostages. So this report, which cited 15 Israeli military intelligence and Shin Bet officers, said that Israel frequently bombarded residential areas in Gaza when it lacked intelligence on the exact location of Hamas commanders hiding underground. You see this picture here. This is the Jabalia refugee camp after a strike on November 1st, 2023. Actually, the strike happened a day earlier, but you might remember this. This was there was an IDF spokesman being interviewed by Wolf Blitzer right after this big attack on the Jabalia refugee camp. Israel dropped a bunch of these 2,000-pound bombs and leveled multiple buildings. And he asked the IDF soldier, like, why did you, what's the deal here? Aren't all these civilians killed? And the IDF spokesman said, yeah, well, we targeted a Hamas commander, like one guy to kill all these civilians. So this report from 972 is saying, not only is the U.S. supporting this by giving them the bombs, they were also aware of the casualties, of the civilian casualties that these strikes would cause. They were coordinating with them on this the whole way. So in these strikes, the Israeli military authorized the killing of triple-digit numbers of Palestinian civilians, which it framed as collateral damage. The report said the Israeli military maintained close real-time coordination with U.S. officials on these bombings regarding the number of civilian casualties, meaning the U.S. was a direct accomplice in the slaughter.
Look, there is literally not one of us who supports Palestine that believes that all the U.S. was doing was simply giving the money and the weapons. We all knew this shit. We fucking knew this. Damn right well, Blinken was getting reports about how shit was getting used and what was getting done, because that's why several of his people resigned because of it.
Yeah.
Because of how disgusting he was.
Yep.
So, and the fact that an Israeli publication is coming out and saying this, it's like everything we knew was true eventually comes out, but it still doesn't change people's minds when they're Zionists. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right. Yeah. They're saying the quiet part out loud on purpose again.
Mm-hmm.
Collateral damage, apparently, these people.
I made a post on Facebook and Twitter, and because I'm getting like really, I'm frustrated. I mean, I guess part of me is glad that more people seem to be kind of supporting Palestine now, but like, to be real, if you've been quiet about Palestine for 15 fucking months, while millions of us have been in the streets posting 24/7, doing marches, doing protests, making calls, doing emails, like everything in the world, and you've been silent for 15 months, and now all of a sudden you care because Trump is in. You don't care about Palestinians. You care that Trump doesn't care about Palestinians. Period.
Yep.
It's that simple. Don't feign like you have some compassion for these people when you did not give a flying fuck the past 15 months when over 300,000 of them were unalived. Over 300,000. You said nothing. But now, Orange Man bad, Team Red, oh my God, that's awful what he's doing. And it's fucking like, honestly, I'd rather they said nothing than say, this selective outrage shit, because you don't fucking care. Why are you acting like you care? You fucking don't. You proved you don't. It's just really fucking gross.
It is.
What do we have next?
Says, thanks to the Zionists, the Star of David has become a symbol of evil and torture.
Another way that the state of Israel contributes to global anti-Semitism. If you don't want the Star of David to be perceived as a hate symbol, maybe don't make your torture prisoners wear matching Star of David sweatshirts. Like, what is happening? If you don't want people to see the Star of David and think about Israeli war crimes, don't put them on your political prisoners. And let's be really honest and forthright about this. It's not just that they are forcing the prisoners to wear clothing with the Star of David imprinted on them. They are imprinting the Star of David directly onto their prisoners' skins. There have been multiple allegations and instances of cutting, of branding. I have a Star of David tattoo. I'm a Jewish girl. I moved to the Midwest. I was like, gosh, I'm going to be really lonely for Jewish community while I'm out in Nebraska. And so I got a Star of David tattoo. And now people are going to see that tattoo and think about the abuse and the violence that's been done to
Yeah.
Palestinian political
Yeah.
prisoners in Israeli detention.
Totally.
And they should. It should evoke that image because the image is horrific. The state of Israel, this Zionist ethno-nationalist political project, continues to give the global community ample fodder for fueling their anti-Semitism. So when someone sees my tattoo and says, F you, Katie, I know exactly who to blame. It's not Palestinians, it's Netanyahu and his ilk. It's the Israeli occupation force.
Queen. Yes. I feel bad for people like her, you know? Like,
yeah, this is exactly what the Jewish Voice for Peace people were saying.
Exactly. Because they are so right. It makes them feel unsafe. Like, literally, I was going, I work at a store, I work in a warehouse, and we had all these, at Christmas, we had all these, like, Hanukkah plates and cups and stuff, and they all had Stars of David, and I'm like, okay, these are for Jewish people. It's Hanukkah, but I could not stop fucking thinking how they were blue and white and they had that on it. I cannot disassociate. I
Yeah.
can't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People who come in and buy it, it's just their holiday. Maybe they don't support Israel. I don't know, but I couldn't look at it without thinking that. It's that guilt by association. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. It's on their flag. That's the biggest thing. It is on their flag.
It's inescapable.
Yeah. Props to that girl.
Yeah.
This one should be a funny.
Okay.
But it's disturbing.
But this population in Palestine is hostile. It's uneducated.
Oh, come on.
It's even more radicalized than they were at the beginning of this. I mean, now they have no homes at all. They're even more hateful of the Israelis.
Oh, my God.
And their birth rate is explosive. The average Palestinian woman has 5.5 babies. The average Israeli woman has only 2.5 babies. So demographically, they're a threat, not to mention the national security threat. There is no way you can have these two peoples living side by side.
Interesting.
But this
Who the fuck's having half babies? Like, who is having half babies? Like, what the fuck does that mean? The average is 5.5 babies. Look, for a year and a half, these people have been genocided, okay? For a year and a half.
Yes.
Who the hell do you think is horny? Please tell me. Who the hell is sitting there procreating right now? Like, they have no hospitals.
Right.
Women who are giving birth are having stillborns or dying themselves.
Because they're being poisoned and they're malnourished.
Exactly.
They have no clean water. Right, yeah.
Like, what in the actual fuck?
I'll
And
tell you
know what?
I mean,
I'm glad if they were having more babies than Israelis.
that would be great.
Yeah, it'd be great if it kept happening. But
this is
unfortunately,
clearly propaganda to dehumanize
yeah, it's
Palestinian
so
people
gross.
and to like to put the image of in your head of like this is an infestation. They can't live there. They need to move somewhere else.
Yep.
It's gross, man. This is like Nazi level propaganda going on right now.
It is. Absolutely.
And I have people in my family who agree with every single word that this man says. And it's very hard to speak with these people.
Yeah. I think that's, I was thinking about that the other day. I've considered myself a humanist for probably over 20 years. That's the religion I go by. I'm not an atheist, I'm a humanist.
Okay.
I don't believe in gods, but I do believe in helping, our fellow man, that kind of thing. And I've changed. I'm still a humanist, as in I want
Okay.
certain things for the collective, and I care about humanity as a whole, but I don't care about Zionists. Like before, there was like kind of like not really exceptions, I guess.
Yeah,
And like now,
you've added some fine print there.
I've added some asterisks. Yeah, I mean, I have. I just, I have
There's
no
no
problem saying it.
there's no excuse for it.
But I don't see them as humane. So I feel like I'm not like I'm still a humanist because I'm still supportive of humanity. They don't have humanity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Right.
just a rationalization. I don't know. But like when I see people say certain things, or even people who ignore, I cannot fight for people like that. I can't. They don't deserve to be fought for. They can handle themselves because obviously they're privileged and self-serving enough to not have to worry about taking a stand against, literal ethnic cleansing. So you don't need
Yeah.
my help.
Yeah, this is literally like Pocahontas level shit happening across the pond. Why don't we have AI make a movie for us? Why don't I work on that next after I build your website and help you with your book? Like I want there to be like a Pocahontas about Gaza and the occupation and
Yeah, I mean,
and at
it's
the end
like,
be like, hey, this wasn't 100 years ago. This is happening right now. Like last Tuesday, this happened.
and you know what? That's something I've thought about a number of times too. Is like that's why I hope, I'm childless by choice, but a lot of parents, I really hope parents and grandparents really educate their kids and grandkids about what's going on, because their schools are
Their
not
schools are
going
not.
to teach them reality. They're
And they're
not.
not.
Their books are only going to have October 7th.
I should
That's
start.
it.
I should start sharing some of the materials that I get from my kids from school on the
Oh
show,
God.
just to show the world, like this is what we're teaching the kids. This version, this dumbed down of the dumbed down of the dumbed down of the propaganda, like on 9/11.
Oh my
It was
God.
crazy. I don't know. I
Oh,
fear for the kids. So yeah, you're right. We
I
do
do
have to teach them.
too.
We have to like keep video recordings around because though on the
Yeah.
internet those are going to go away. I don't know.
Yeah, and social media is definitely a good thing to just like, save things to your computer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what I do when I find something really like, oh my fucking God, I save it to my computer. That shit's going away.
100%.
Sad. What is next?
All right. This guy, I wasn't going to watch Captain America Brave New World, but he says don't watch it. A, I heard it sucks.
Yeah, I
B,
don't watch shit like that anyway.
I don't watch shit like that. I can't even. B, they glorified the Mossad and hired an IDF soldier to play her. I didn't know that second part.
I think that's the one that kicked out Bella Hadid too.
Okay.
Or they kicked out a Palestinian actress from the movie.
Oh, so it's like a microcosm of real life.
Yes, correct.
Barbara wasn't here to be led. She was here to fight for justice. I'm Sabra, Mossad agent, Israeli powerhouse.
What?
And yes, they tried to erase me.
That extremely cringe video that you just saw was in response to people boycotting the new Captain America movie, where Israeli superhero Sabra is set to make an appearance. And even in the comic book edition where Sabra made her debut, it was a Hulk comic book. Hulk is screaming at Sabra, asking where her humanity is because she refused to show remorse at an unalived young Arab boy. And then you have a moment where Sabra, after getting yelled at by Hulk to show remorse, kneels down in front of the unalived young Arab boy and she feels all sad. That's how you know she's an Israeli superhero, because for Israelis, it really does take superhuman level of empathy to show some remorse to an unalived Palestinian or Arab boy. Honestly, I think they should just double down on the Sabra character and have her actually solve crimes or fight for rights that the Israelis care about. For example, Sabra should be fighting for the rights of Israelis to abuse and hard-work Palestinian prisoners inside of Israeli dungeons. Should also change her name to something more appropriate, such as the Ethnic Cleanser or Captain Apartheid.
Oh.
Gross.
What? Yeah. Gross. I'm not going to see the movie. I'm kind of intrigued by this comic book, but what the fuck, right?
Yeah. What do we have next?
We have Mike Malloy.
When are the Israelis supposed to defend themselves?
Mimi, let me just turn it around and ask you something. You are a family. You have lived in St. Paul, Minnesota for, let's say, 100 years. And all of a sudden, I show up on your doorstep and I say to you, Mimi, get out of this house. This is my house. Let me tell you why it's my house. It's my house because my religion says it's my house. Now get out. Now, I happen to be standing on your doorstep with a gun pointed at your head. And you sit there and you say, well, no. What are you talking about? We've been here 100 years. I'm sorry. Get out, Mimi. So you leave. And the reason you leave is because you know if you don't, I'm going to blow up your house and probably blow up your family. So you start throwing rocks. And that's when I level an RPG at you and your family and your house. And I pull the trigger and all of a sudden, whoosh, you're all gone. Now, which of us is the terrorist? You.
小红书. Mike fucking drop. Take that, Mimi. Yo, that was fucking badass. That was badass.
Yeah, he sums it up in 1 minute flat. Not bad.
Yep. And she's probably crying in the fetal position, saying, this guy said he's going to come to my house. And don't worry, Mimi, he's white. Don't worry. It's all good.
And is this from the Chinese TikTok? Are you on that?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I'll never get used to this thing at the end.
You.
小红书.
小红书?
I didn't even know there was such a thing. What's it called?
It was Red Book or Little Red Book or something like that.
Oh, okay. I've seen people post about it. I haven't looked at it yet.
There, apparently TikTok was going to go away, and it did, and then it came back right away. It's back now. I don't know. I don't use TikTok. I don't know. I'm on a tangent now. So yeah, who is the terrorist? Well, the army was ordered to kill Israelis on the 7th of October. Defense minister confirms. So Israelis are okay with killing their own.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Exactly 10 days ago. Wonder what has happened. Israeli troops were ordered to shoot and kill captive Israeli civilians. Do you want me to play this video?
Yeah, you could play that.
Okay. All right, so the following is an excerpt from an interview with former Israeli defense minister, broadcast in Israel.
כשאתה רואה את השיירות חוצות את הגדר עם חטופים
All right. When you see the convoys crossing the border with Israeli hostages,
ישראלים, גם לשאול מה עובר
what crosses your mind?
לך בראש, וגם נוהל חניבל זה
Is
משהו
the
שאתם
Hannibal Directive
חושבים
something
עליו
you're thinking about?
נוהל חניבל, רק נגיד, הנוהל שאומר לירות
Just to explain, the Hannibal Directive says to shoot to kill
על מנת להרוג כאשר יש רכב עם חטוף
when there
ישראלי.
is a vehicle
רוצה שתבין עם חטוף ישראלי.
Israeli hostage. And he says, I want you to understand that the ability of the defense minister
רוצה שתבינו שהיכולת של שר ביטחון לתת הוראות אופרטיביות
is to give timely operative instructions when everything is happening is very limited.
בלוח זמנים שהכל קורה היא דבר מאוד מוגבל.
ניתנה הוראה לנוהל חניבל?
Was the order given for the Hannibal Directive?
אני חושב
And he says, I think that tactically in various places it was given.
שבאופן טקטי במקומות שונים ניתנה, במקומות אחרים לא ניתנה,
In other
וזו בעיה.
places it was not given. And that is a problem. Tisk tisk. Oh, does he want it to be given everywhere? Probably.
Yeah.
Of course he
It
does.
was definitely given at least some places because we know that. It's come out with proof. But yeah, gross. But yeah, you can read a little more of the article.
Okay.
It's not surprising.
Let me zoom in here. Yeah. Israeli troops were ordered to shoot to kill. The order to carry out Israel's so-called Hannibal Directive was issued, quote, tactically and, quote, in various places next to Gaza. This guy says to Israel's Channel 12. In other places, it was not given, and that is a problem, he continued. The journalist clarified for viewers that the Hannibal Directive says to shoot to kill when there is a vehicle containing an Israeli hostage. Gallant was speaking in his first interview with Israeli television since being fired in November. So he was fired. But first public admission, contrary to Gallant's statement that the Hannibal Directive was unevenly applied in different areas, Israeli newspaper reported in January 2024 that at midday on the 7th of October, an unambiguous order was given from the High Command of Israel military to invoke the Hannibal Directive across the entire region. The order came, quote, even if this means the endangerment or harming the lives of civilians in the region, including the captives themselves. So all this bullshit that we hear all day about, the hostages, they don't give a fuck about the hostages.
Nope.
It's in black and white here, unambiguous, man.
Yep.
They're like, if we just do the worst thing in the world and unambiguously, then no one can arrest us for it. And apparently it works.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
All of this is self-defense. All of it.
Wow. Unprecedented.
Yeah. Disgusting.
I'm just reading this to myself. I should probably read it out loud, but there's a lot here.
Well, we can get to the next thing. I think we're coming up on an hour.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is Comrade Rathbone. You guys may have seen him on my show a few times. This is his video that dropped today.
I love this guy.
No, you are. No, you. I hate Arabs and I hate you. I hate Arabs and I hate you. I'm going to shoot you because you're an Arab and I hate you. Don't you dare, you anti-Semitic piece of shit. Oh, no, we should really step in and stop this. Wait. Let's just, let's hang back for a second. Let's just see this play out. It could be good. I'm drive-by Mordecai and Yisrael Chai. Bang, bang, death to Arabs. This anti-Semitic Arab shot me. Ha ha, I just got rid of those totally Arabic people. This just in, 2 Israelis shot in Miami Beach in a brazen hate crime attack committed definitely by an Arab. Oh my God, death to the Arabs, death to the Arabs. Actually, everyone involved in this story is an Israeli. What? No, he's an Arab, death to Arabs. No, they were Palestinian and I'm definitely a hero. No, you're an idiot and you're a terrible aim. You fired 17 shots and 16 of them went nowhere.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Oh my God. And that guy's mugshot, man, he is smiling. It is so creepy. That was obviously before he found out they were Israeli. Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
right.
can't. You guys smash like and subscribe. Also, please order my book.
Pre-order the book. Yes.
Pre-order. It is supposed to be printed and published in about 3 weeks. But pre-ordering it is good because it gives me the funds to put in the book orders to have them printed. So that's always good.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a very heartbreaking and yet at times inspirational story of my dear friend Temujin Kensu, who has been in prison for almost 40 years. He's been proven innocent many times. He's represented by 7 different innocence organizations, including the Innocence Project. I flew out to Michigan last month to interview him in prison in person. We did for over 4 hours. Some of that transcript is in the book. It's a mixture of facts and our conversations and submissions, which people have sent me, the effect he's had on their lives. The amount of corruption is something I cannot explain in an elevator pitch. Like it's not possible.
It's too much.
I mean, I'll say there's an accusation of time travel, there's hypnosis, there's a druggy crack-held lawyer, you name it, it's in this, and it's all fucking true. Right now, he's 61 years old. He's been in there 38 years. He has a brain tumor, and they're refusing to give him chemo for over a year now. So this is just another attempt to just get him the fuck out.
Seriously, yeah, we got to get him out. Yeah, I was reading. It was November something, 1986. He was first.
November 5th, yeah.
That's like a month before I was born. So this
Oh,
guy
really?
has been put away for pretty much exactly my whole life.
Yeah.
And that just fucking tears me apart, man.
It's fucking disgusting. And it's Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Let's all be clear. Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan has had his clemency papers on her fucking desk for 6 years since she took office. She has never once said he is guilty, never once said he had anything to do with anything dealing with a crime. Not once. It's all money and corruption. So she is responsible for anything that happens to him. It is on her. She has the ability to sign that paper and free him this moment. Right now. He could go home. She won't do it.
She won't.
And we've sent thousands of emails, thousands of phone calls. She never responds to any of us, ever. Even his wife. She thinks she's running for president in 2028. We'll see how that goes. Because I will fucking make sure every fucking person knows about Temujin. Disgusting.
I submitted a contact form for Governor Gretchen Whitmer just now on the stream.
Oh, did you? What'd you say?
Oh, I just filled out the contact form for Gretchen Whitmer. I told
Oh
her
my
to
God.
pardon Temujin.
Oh. Dude, she sends emails. I don't know why I subscribed. I swear to fucking God. Her slogan is fight like hell.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm happy.
fucking
I'm happy to
God.
fight. I'll
We
fight like hell for shit that
are.
matters. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Dude, I am so proud of the things I'm saying about her in my book. And there's going to be stuff revealed that even scholars who have been working on his case for years or decades are not going to know unless they read my book.
Well, they
So
better.
this is something I've been working on. It is not easy to do a book that needs to be 1 billion% factual and needs to have transcripts and court hearings and testimonies and evidence, and like I am reading like thousands of pages of documents to do this book. It's a very intensive process. I never thought I would do, but out of almost 40 years of him being wrongfully convicted, it is the first and only book that's ever been written about him, and it's damn time. So I sent his wife 130 pages, and she is ecstatic. So I'm still going through some editing and stuff, and but I've written this with the express permission and blessing of Temujin and his wife, which is important to me because they're people I care about very much. They're friends. And I wouldn't do it without their okay. That doesn't mean I am being like kiss-assy in the book. I'm not. I'm still being very real.
You're being factual, not biased.
I am being factual, and even in some of my opinions, I'm not always a friend. So because that's the only way I can do it. I don't want to be like, making someone out to be a martyr or anything. That's not my goal. My goal is to tell the truth. But one thing is true regardless, period. This man was almost 500 miles away when a college kid was shot, period. Everything that goes on after that is the most crazy shit you ever heard. But just keep that in mind, almost 500 miles away. It should end there. It doesn't. And almost 40 years later, that man is still in a cell. So definitely check out my book. Matt put the link in the comments. I'll be going on Status Quo at some point this week to talk to Jordan about Temujin and my new book. And you can check out, I was on Due Dissidence and Kitty Halper. So you can check out those shows as well to learn more. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Come back for 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I'll be joined by my comrade Josh, and we will do the Capitalist Death Parade. Dun, dun, dun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Smash like and subscribe, and thanks, Matt, for joining.
My pleasure. Have a good night, everyone.
Adios.